Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night pregame. The pregame starts with your boys, Chris, Pat, and Peter. Joe's going to try to say some more words this week, but I'm not sure he's going to be in on this one.
So you're looking a little pale over there.
He's not feeling under the weather.
He just didn't want to talk. It's okay. Woo, baby, there we go. What are you drinking today, Chris?
The Colorado Kool-Aid.
That's what I like to hear.
Chris has all the Kool-Aids over here. Not sharing it with anybody.
No.
I swear. Coors Light needs to find me. Lifetime spokesman. All I drink is the Colorado Kool-Aid.
Man's got a tramp stamp that says Colorado Kool-Aid. Chris,
with the Blue Mountains.
With the Blue Mountains. And when he's cold, they light up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you again for joining us. If this is your first time joining us, we appreciate it. If you are a avid listener, we can't thank you enough. Let a friend know. Subscribe, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. Coming to YouTube soon. We might get our pretty faces on that YouTube. Not sure yet. Check us out on the podcast S&P for what, Chris?
For Instagram and the Twitters.
And you can reach us at the S&P podcast at gmail.com. We are presented by DLM Tax and Accounting. If you're looking for some tax services coming up, we're almost at the half year, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're almost at the half year. You got to be thinking about end of the year. We got tax changes coming up.
You got to be thinking about estimates.
Yes, sir. DLM Tax is an expert in consulting services. So if you're an Uber driver, if you are a consultant, they know what they're doing.
Give them the website, Peter. Give them the website.
DLM Tax and Accounting. Again,
.com. Peter forgot the .com part.
DLMTax.com for all your tax and accounting services.
That's period .com.
There you go, baby. Now that the business is out of the way, boys, let's get into this pregame. Chris, pass me a Coors Light, my man.
You want one of these fine, refreshing Colorado Kool-Aid.
Yes, sir. Which
are chilled to the perfect temperature due to the Coors Light machines.
Yeah, the Coors Light machine. That's
Woo! Here we go.
the best investment we have ever made.
How are we doing today, boys? How's your week? Chris, how are we doing?
Doing good. Can't complain. Oh, Pat Lynch.
What did you think of that 24-ounce shotgun? How did it go?
Is that going to go on the line later?
It might.
It may make the gram of Insta.
Okay, it's going to go on the line.
It's going on the line.
It's going on the line. What did you think of that?
You know, I was like there. I started doing it. I'm like, this is not going to be too bad. And then I was like, where I thought it was supposed to stop, it didn't stop. It just kept going. I'm like, is this going to ever end? And it's like, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if you ever drink carbonated drink too fast.
Yep.
You get that build up, and I'm like, oh, that's not going to be good.
That's not going to be good.
All I thought about was like, this is how long it takes me to do a normal one.
You know what?
That's what I thought about.
Me and Chris shotgunned a 24-ounce Coors Light. Just see if we could do it. And we did all right.
Your boy Peter had a slit halfway up his can for some reason.
I popped it.
It was a deep V of holes.
Deep V, baby, deep V. We have a new addition to the Saturday night pregame, and it is the swear jar. Check us out on podcast S&P on Instagram, and you can take a look at this bad boy. So if you swear, you have to stick your hand into the swear.
In the first 15 minutes.
And the first, yes, excuse me. You have to put your hand into the swear jar. At some point, it will not just be Fireball. One day, it'll have some really not so fun stuff.
Yeah, because Fireball is so much fun.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
Warm Fireball on top of that is even more fun.
And it's not bar water.
If you don't chew Big Red, then F you.
And this isn't watered down Fireball. This is like
this is not going to the we get 4 Fireball shots. Yeah.
This is hot cinnamon garbage right here.
Pat, how was your week, bud?
It's busy.
Yeah.
Good though. You know, can't complain.
You're what, a week into the new month, so you probably passed close.
That was last. So we had our meeting on Monday for that, so that's over with. So it's more just trying to catch up on other stuff.
I know that feeling. We went from the May 15th deadline to the June 15th deadline. I'm about to have some time to actually. My desk looks so ridiculous. So we're about to get close to getting all this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just juggling stuff right now between work and trying to finish my dad's rental property, apartment, and other stuff like that. So,
yeah, nothing fun.
Nah.
Any fun this week?
No, I mean, there's nothing funner than working in an apartment with no air conditioning and 90 degree weather. Let me tell you what.
I'm not gonna lie. You saw. I'm sure you saw the snap that Pat put out there.
Yeah, look good.
I told Pat, I'm like, nothing says luxury and high rent than a water heater right next to the refrigerator. And he's like, it's like that on every floor in this.
Yeah, I've never. We've seen. I don't know how many houses we've seen. And I told my dad.
We've seen a lot of houses.
I told my dad this, and they're like, I've never seen that in any other house. And we've seen. It's not like I haven't like seen a lot of like rental properties.
We haven't seen a lot of hot garbage either.
But I'm like, this is very unique. Like I've never seen this like before. And I think it's because the only common space in that building is like a back porch that doesn't have heat. So I think that they couldn't put the things down there, so they put them in the apartments.
So there's like no real basement to this.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
You ever think about walling that off so it doesn't look so?
Thought about it, and then it just
Pat's like
when Pat's ready to
like
sell.
his dad. My dad's a slumlord. I'm not gonna.
The one upstairs has like one of those like I don't know what they call them, like those like they look like dividers, you know, like they look like a barber's got. I'm not sure what they call those things. It's got one of those around him,
a little curtain almost.
And I think the one in the basement, the city required us to get a tankless one, so it's mounted to the wall, I believe.
Oh really?
But I haven't been down there because it doesn't smell too good down there.
Oh yeah,
it's the cesspool that even Pat Lynch won't go.
It's filthy. This apartment was pretty filthy too, but that one's supposed to be even worse. So
that apartment, wow. Well, hey, listen, you know what I like about us? We start the podcast as positive as possible, but we always we got to start with the grind your gears.
If you want to be a landlord, let me tell you what, we can have a whole summer podcast about it.
Seriously.
Build equity, they say.
That was
you'll inherit it someday is what I'm getting on this one.
When we came out of college, we were told buy property. They don't tell you.
It'll pay for itself.
My dad told me, he's like, one day, Patrick, it's going to be all your problems. And like this. You're making me feel all warm and fuzzy, Dad.
Patrick, you will own everything that the sun touches right here.
I don't want it. As I take the stove out and see like the wall caked of like, mice feces and grease, I'm like, yeah, can't wait to own this place.
I don't want it.
It's funny because I was texting our buddy Frank, and I was like, hey, what are you up to?
Which Frank?
Frank, suburb Frank.
Oh, Franklin.
And I accidentally texted him because I was trying to text
the OG Franklin.
Yes, the OG Franklin. And I meant to text another Frank. And I was like, because I wanted to see.
Franklin we saw last week.
Yes, because we have an extra spot for our reservation, and I was trying to figure it out. And so I just text Frank in my phone. And it was OG Frank.
OG Frank.
OG Frank I was like, hey, what are you doing tonight? He's like, well, I'm going to take the kids out with my friends for some ice cream, and then I might just put a fan in the bedroom. And I was just like, oh, God. Oh, no, baby.
Who am I talking to?
I saw a snap about, like, you guys, like, the summer fun thing, and he's like, doesn't like fun at all. I'm like,
thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said 85 and no AC. What do you mean? It's great in here.
This is awesome. Yeah. So he's putting a fan in tonight. Me and Chris have been working on our parents.
Like a ceiling fan?
Yeah, it's good. Okay. I told him, be careful with the electric. You don't want to die. I don't play with electric.
I mean, it is 2 wires. It's not rocket science, but yeah.
I don't play with
his house is newer, so he probably has newer wiring. Like the reason I don't do it in our property is because we have old wiring, and I'm like, I'm not messing with this stuff.
So me and Chris are out doing demo on our parents' bathroom and getting that started. You know, it's a lot. Their floor a lot nicer than what we did to your bathroom floor. It was nice to coat it, so
because they have actual tiles. I had those little like popcorn tiles.
Yeah, but it was also mesh. There was like mesh cement under it, so you literally just lift and pull. Like it was in there, but it wasn't like literally every single one I had to bat like I was going to.
Yeah, no, mine was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm not denying it was awful.
The best part of that is when Pat bought his home, he's got a lovely home. They've done a great job. We helped him kind of get it ready. And his upstairs bathroom had it had been 2 inch by 2 inch,
like 1 by 1
blue tiles.
Or you're talking about like the little square ones, like almost you like tiny, you would put in a shower. Almost.
Yeah, inch tiles.
And they were in there. So
they look like the tiles you'd put on behind like a kitchen, like to your your
backwash.
Yeah, the backsplash. Yeah.
And this is back in the day when we weren't very smart about how this is pre-COVID.
Well, you're still not very smart, neither one.
No, pre-COVID. Where you would go out the night before till whenever you had to go out, and you had to do your job. You had to do your job. I remember walking out of his that Sunday out of his house, just so just beat to hell, hungover,
and your ears ringing because it was like an echo every time you hit the.
I mean that's the other thing. Yeah,
it's our bathroom too.
So we had I had our earplugs because you just can't do it anymore. You're gonna be deaf before you know it. But yeah. So that's the Grind Your Gear segment. Love it.
If you guys want
That's
more
the whole
remodeling,
remodel, grind your
if you want more remodeling tips, email us and
we'll give you all the.
We'll tell you how the wrong way how to do it.
We'll tell you all the fun things.
No, I think we do an okay job on stuff.
I mean, compared to some of the stuff I've seen in other properties, yeah. I mean,
did you read any of that stuff? So in Chicago, we rent properties to.
I gotta read that Mike's thing. I didn't read it yet. No, I saw
Bro,
it.
I read it. It is some garbage stuff.
I understand that landlords have been garbage for many, many years, but what they're doing to landlords now, you're handcuffing the landlord pretty much. But again,
here's a little tip. On the security deposit. You can't take security deposit for like normal wear and tear stuff. Yeah. And if you use their security deposits to repair stuff, you got to give them itemized receipts showing what you spent the stuff on.
Which is why we don't do security deposit anymore.
But now there's a move-in fee thing, and I can't remember exactly what the move-in fee is, but like I think like they pretty much said that you can't charge like a move-in fee.
Yeah, well, we still do that.
No, we don't, Pat. What are you talking about? We don't do that here. So let's get into everybody's favorite show right now, Son of Sam's. Chris looking at how much time he's got.
4 minutes we can curse.
4 minutes.
Will he make it? We'll find out.
We'll start with...
It is hot garbage.
Garbage. So actually, I had a wonderful week. I went
to Bed Bath & Beyond.
No,
I golfed to Home Depot for sure.
Yeah, I golfed 18 on Saturday.
On Thursday.
Saturday. On Thursday.
You played 3 holes today too, huh?
Oh, brother. That would be, honestly, I don't think my back can handle it. I golfed 18 on Thursday at
what's
this
wrong with your back? Oh, I gave your mom a piggyback ride. She's twice the size of your mother, Chris.
We went to a country club.
Yeah, thank God, you're heavy ass.
A client of ours was nice enough to treat us to 18 holes. It was, listen, at first I didn't want to be country club rich. By the end of it, I was like, all right, buddy, hold my clubs.
I'm never going back.
I can't go back. I told Lauren she's out.
Listen here, peasants, you hold. Listen here, Joseph. I want you running alongside the car at the same speed that I'm driving this car. You better keep up.
And then Friday, we took my uncle out for his birthday. His birthday's April 26th. And we were.
You don't mention the 9 holes of golf that where it was not a cloud in the sky until we got to the golf course and then started downpouring.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So Thursday was a beautiful day, until we got to the golf course and it just downpoured for the first probably 2 holes.
It was downpouring on the way to the golf course.
And then
it
downpoured for the
first hole. It was raining, for sure.
But then
it slowed down when we were on the tee box, and then all of a sudden we all get off the tee box, and it's like the heavens just opened and just started pounding down.
Yeah, not fun.
No, it was not. And then it got miserably hot for like 3 or 4 holes.
It was like hole 4, and you're like, oh my goodness, is it hot?
Yeah. But we all played pretty well. Not that you guys want to hear about our golf stories, but
we dominated the course. Dominated.
It was the exact opposite of last week for me because I couldn't hit my driver this week, but I could hit everything else.
Yeah. Where I was fine until my back was done. Like at hole 6, I couldn't. I was swinging right. It was terrible.
Peter
hopped in Mr. Anderson's car. He's like, I can't take it. I'm my back.
Peter literally dominated a tree on the 8th hole. Like he was like right behind it, and he got his money's worth. He hit the ball, and he almost took himself out. That's how hard. The last 3 holes, Peter started talking to himself about chipping. What are you doing, Peter? What are you doing over there? What are you doing? That's when you know you're having a good day at golf.
Isn't it? You know what's good though? So we're at the country club on Thursday, and they're doing things we do. Like, well, I'm not the only guy. Warren's yelling at himself. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So I felt like, I'm like, you know what? This man's worth a lot of money. He's a nice dude. And he looks like he's a little angry.
He's had golf lessons. He still sucks too.
I feel like I'm Happy Gilmore when I'm having a bad time. Like I swing, I hit the ball, I just throw the club and walk away. That's where you're stuck.
The only plus side was on the par 5 is I hit the ball so far left that I was in the fairway of the hole before us, and I had a great line. I'm like, and the homie the tee box, like, I took my time, lined it up. I'm like, this is great.
Nobody's here, great.
And then we took my uncle out for a nice dinner. We went to like a Brazilian steakhouse.
Almost like a Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao.
It's a Texas State, Brazil.
Yeah.
And it was like Chama Gaucho or something like that.
Gaucho.
Not something we can
you're the Gaucho word I know, but it was actually with an A at the end.
Okay.
And we had to teach him. He went full board. Like the guys are coming around, didn't know how to put the card to the red. They're coming over and he's slicing meat. He's got a meat stack.
So he went Joe Keneally on it.
Oh, he went this high, and I'm like, Miss Anderson, you gotta slow down. He was done within like 3 minutes. Where me and Chris are taking our time.
Chris made it to like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't do the salad bar. And you can't do the side.
We did the salad bar.
We did a little bit of salad, yeah, which was okay.
Yeah, the salad bar wasn't anything to write home about.
Yeah.
And then we did a little. We only got like one thing on the sides, and like it wasn't like super big things. You definitely, you don't mess with the sides or salad bar.
That's a trick. They give you that big salad bar.
This one was really tiny.
So it wasn't too bad.
If I would have chocolate you like a salad bar that's like 3 tables long, like fill up on this, guys.
However, Peter did get tricked into getting the sparkling water.
Oh, so this
spring water.
And the bar or the waiter paid for this afterwards, so it's okay. But we come up there and he's like, they usually ask you, do you want like? He's like,
you want the fancy water?
Yeah. And but we didn't know that there was another option. The other option is just water. Like we don't need special fancy spring water. But I thought it was like I didn't want sparkling because I know sparkling water costs more.
Sparkling water is the carbonated water.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so they brought us. Literally, he said he
didn't give us the 3 options. He gave us the 2, and Pierre's like, I got.
He got me.
He got him.
And so I was honestly, I'm telling Chris all the time, like this motherfucker got us. This motherfucker.
Peter beats a 16-minute.
Oh yeah, I looked down first, and this motherfucker got us. And but so it was a really good dinner. But I was going to ask you, Chris, did you go home and eat anything, or were you done?
I went home. I told you I was going to have 3 pieces of Terry's chocolate orange.
Yep.
I had 2 pieces of Terry's chocolate orange, and that was it.
I literally I had a bag of popcorn. I had peanut M&Ms. Lauren was nice enough. Dude, I've been craving. Have you ever craved something like just you gotta have like peanut M&Ms? I had a couple peanut M&Ms on Thursday and Friday. I was like, I need like I was dying.
I'm trying to think like since the diet, if I really craved anything that.
I wish I could get off the sugar.
So no chips? No chips?
I have chips every once. Like I'll have like a few chips every once in a while because the boss will buy 3Ds, and I'll take like maybe like 5 at the most, like once every like month or something. But I'm not. So I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm really craving. I would like to get some pancakes.
Oh, some pasta.
Pancakes just for I'm not really pasta. The one time we had like cheesecake. I could have had like.
You mean
like
you had all the cheesecakes?
I could have had all the cheesecakes.
All the cheesecakes?
And the only other thing that the one thing I do crave a little bit every once in a while is ice cream.
Yeah,
like it's not something that I eat all the time, but like just like a little bit of it.
I don't need chips anymore. I don't need pot. I love sugar. Like I love sweets to the nth degree. I could eat as much sweets as possible. So all that was to get us to Friday night. I'm watching Sons of Sam's. Sons of Sam. Jesus, I'm sorry.
The fucking worst show on Netflix
into something. Descent into darkness.
It's
madness.
Absolutely hot garbage. Episode 3 is ridiculous. I still think it's plausible that there's more than one.
Oh, I agree.
can see it.
I can see with all the stuff you put out there. It was.
Yeah. But Joe's right. It is the worst show ever.
Yeah, wah. Nobody's listening. Shut the fuck up, you whiny ass bitch.
I feel like he's just pulling at a lot of things, so I don't know. And it was boring as shit.
It's so boring. But I could see where there's.
I can see where the 2 brothers possibly fit in.
I almost fell asleep at like 8 o'clock watching this stuff. Last night.
It's ridiculous.
I'm like, I wasn't even tired. I'm like, I'm starting to get tired.
How did somebody not watch this and be like, okay, this is.
I watched 30 minutes of it when I was working, and then I watched the other 30 when I got home from it. I still almost fell asleep.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it is not entertaining.
Not at all. And
this is how we tie him to Charlie Man. What?
Yeah, we start getting like this cult, and I was like, "That's like, come on."
I still think it's. I mean, I don't feel like.
Then you get the little tease at the end. You get to talk to Berkowitz, like, great, yeah, because he's a good rational person to talk to.
Because he's a reformed Christian, he's going to tell you the truth no matter what.
Sure. I did go look at what he looks like. You're right, Chris. He's still alive, and he doesn't look too old. I mean, don't look great, but
he never looked great. He looked great to begin with.
I couldn't believe he got. I couldn't find the story on how he got knifed in the neck, though.
That's a pretty nasty scar.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. I'm watching Oz right now on HBO, and it's all about like prison. Like I know it's very fictional.
You guys should watch Murder Mountain, and that'd be better thing to talk about.
We're gonna get there. We got to get through this. We can't just
Yeah,
stop.
can't stop it. If you got 75% of the way there, you got to finish the
I was willing to stop at 25%.
I actually gave Chris
I wanted to stop like 30 minutes into
Yeah.
the fucking first episode.
So then Lauren wanted me to talk about this, but we watched, I think it's Clovehitch is the name of the movie. Let me just double check that. That's why we got the
Cloverfield?
No, I think
That's
it's
what I was thinking too, but
no. It's a
They have a second one of that. You know that?
they did, and they didn't tell anybody about it until they made it. So they put it out. They're like, "Hey, movie's out, guys."
really.
Suck it!
Wait, I think it's called Clovehitch, and it's Clovehitch Killer. Holy hell, this is ridiculous. It's on Netflix, and it's you know what it's based on? It's based.
Is this a fictional thing or?
How long is this? Is this like 40 minutes like the Joe Keneally one that he gave us? Because I'd be down for that.
No, this is probably about an hour and a
Chris,
half.
I want to find you like a 19-part documentary you gotta watch. Like,
No, so it's a movie.
Decades of your life is taken up.
Cry myself to sleep.
No, it's a movie, and it's kind of based on BTK. Like if you were BTK's.
That's where you bind him, torture him, kill him. In case you're
Yes, and well, he knows who that serial killer is.
I know who the serial killer is. I did not know that the BTK stand for that.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of interesting.
I mean the BTK killer.
That dude look like he could be like your barber. Or
But this is what this is on. It's like a Eagle Scout or like a scout leader. He's got a son. His son is hooking up with this chick in his dad's car. They find some like bondage, like magazine pictures, and then he gets suspicious of his dad, and his dad's actually a serial killer. So there's some real fucking plot like holes in it.
Well, the fact that like usually if
Is this as bad as the House Guest movie, or is it better?
No,
Like,
no.
if you're
Lauren hated it. Lauren literally. I'm trying to go to bed. She's like, we gotta talk. We gotta
This
talk.
is that garbage movie.
She's like, we got plot holes all over the place. How would this happen? She's like, first of all, why wouldn't the kids call the cops? Like the mom and so the father or the son caught the guys. This guy was 10 years. He had spoiler alert. He went 10 years without being caught and just stopped. And kind of like BTK, he just stopped. And he never left a fingerprint, never left nothing. Like they said he was the perfect serial killer. But this guy had all his shit out at his house. Like he had like a little hidden place in the basement. Like Lauren kept talking about like how is the perfect guy?
Did you ever watch Dexter?
No, I didn't watch Dexter.
That's a good show.
Yeah.
Well, the first 5 seasons are good.
Yeah. But so like I didn't think it was that terrible, but there were a few things. So the biggest plot hole is the guy had his wife and his daughter go away while he thought the son went away to like some Boy Scout camp. So he's like, it's
go time, baby.
Yeah, he's like, woo, let's go. And he follows this like lady from the store to her house, does all his little note taking, gets into the house, binds her up. This dude's also like 60 and he's got a background. And he talks about his background to this lady who's probably maybe 150 pounds. Like she's a bigger woman. So you feel like maybe this bigger woman could just like try to like push him down because he's talking about how bad his back is. Whatever. So
Is it bruised that his back's bad?
No. From all movie they talk about his back being bad. But so then the kid didn't go away to Boy Scout camp. He's there with his girlfriend.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, his girlfriend. They catch him in the act. They save the lady who's got a bag on her head as he's watching her die.
Well, he should just call all 3 and call it a day.
First of all, if you're going to that house, why are you not calling the cops right away? Secondly,
Wasn't it your house? Your parents' house?
No, this one random woman that
okay.
So he gets in there.
Why were they in the random woman's house?
Because he's coming back out of retirement to kill this lady.
No, but I'm talking about why the kid's there.
Because he's following his dad around, spying on him. Because he confronted his dad about it. His dad said it was his brother. He didn't do it. But his brother did it, and they don't want to mess up the life. And then the kid doesn't believe him. So they go to the house. So they follow his dad. His dad's killing this woman, and then the dad convinces the son it's not a thing. Like we're having an affair. Blah 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 blah. Takes the gun away from the kid.
She likes it.
Yeah. Takes the gun away from the kid. And the kid didn't load the gun, so the dad fucking pulls the trigger. He's like, shit. So then the dad and kid fight. The girlfriend comes, gets up out of nowhere, and because the dad's literally killing the kid, beats the dude in the head, knocks him out cold. How the movie ends, spoiler alert, if you don't want to listen, go about 5 minutes from here. So this guy has a bunch of knots in his head. He's knocked out cold. They bring him to a campsite, because instead of calling the cops, they decide to kill the father.
That's great.
They shoot the dude in the head. How does and the cops say, oh, it was an accidental shooting because he was cleaning his gun. How did they not notice the lumps in his head that somehow just got there when he's camping?
Maybe it's not an investigator. Maybe they told the investigator the story. They're like, this guy's a piece of shit. Don't worry about it.
They must have had the cops from the David Berkowitz thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they just wanted to get it over with.
They just wanted to get it over with.
It's hot, man. It's summer. It's like 95. It's too hot for this crap.
Cops gave up. But so there was a lot of plot holes. I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. It was suspenseful. Like, if you're looking for something that's going to...
You just want to ignore all the plot holes, it's a great movie, guys.
You know what I hate, but I like, is the, like those thrillers where you don't know. Like, every, 5 minutes in that movie, you're like, is, dad going to come out of nowhere?
The only thriller I remember really being shocked at in recent times was was Saw, the first Saw.
Oh, yeah.
When the guy, pops out of the store,
yes.
Like, oh, shit!
Yes. What about, did you... Gone Girl kind of got me. Because I didn't read the book. I didn't read anything.
Gone Girl was good. Yeah, that was good. But that one was crazy.
Yeah, that scared the crap out of me. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter swore home for 2 years after that movie.
I'm out.
Have you seen Gone Girl? I'm out.
Some guys are like,
it's my favorite book. I'm out.
I'm out. All right, boys. Tonight, whiskey. We're giving another shot to Blanton's, the original single barrel bourbon whiskey.
I liked Blanton the first time, and I still like it.
I didn't like it, so I wanted to give it another shot. Chris, did you already can yours away?
Yeah, I can mine.
What we should do, maybe we'll do this next week, is that we're gonna do.
Okay, that's not bad.
We're gonna take some of the ones we thought we liked, and we should try them back to back a little bit, because when I found this a couple weeks ago, I was drinking various whiskey back to back. That you get a much better comparison of what you like and dislike when you try a few different ones at the same time.
That's a good call. I like that. Yeah.
Because ones that I thought that I liked a lot, when I compared it to this one and some of the other ones, I'm like, oh, I like those. Blanton I like much better than.
You're right though, Pat. You did finish about half a bottle of Blanton.
It wasn't me. You guys think I'm happy for? You should see Katrina's father.
Well, he probably could shotgun a 24-ounce Coors Light.
I'm sure
unlike some people here.
He could.
No, that's awesome. So yeah, last night, this week,
and gave Chris McGraw grooming tips.
You think? Oh, you know what? You guys do kind of look alike. A little bit. He's bald. He's got a beard.
He's got a goatee, but I'm saying more the head shape.
Do you know who's got a goatee? Copit, or what's his name? We talk about. He's fighting Chambone, the golfer.
Koka.
How do you say his last name? Koka. No, Kopchak.
Kopik.
I think it's Kopik. Whatever. He's got a goatee, and it's garbage.
Yeah, he's kind of a bitch.
I don't know if he's a bitch, but I just don't like his goatee.
He's definitely a bitch.
He probably could beat both you up. I'm not gonna lie. He's not
DeChambeau here, right?
Yeah, he's not.
I ain't scared.
Do you want? There's a few things I want to talk about.
I was for the crowd out. I started whining like, there's too many people here.
Or just have metal cleats on, or golf spikes on.
Yeah.
That's for some reason pisses him off to no end.
Because the best is his line on the green, man. Everything pisses him off.
Yeah,
because it causes him to lose every time.
Has he won? He hasn't won in a while.
No, he's won some majors, but yeah, he won a major last year. I think.
You know what? He did have a pretty good year last year.
Yeah, he's a good golfer.
I
just think golf is one of these sports where you just cannot. I get annoyed by these guys that are these whiny women about it, or not women, but whiners about it. They just whine and whine about everything. It's. You're playing golf.
Yeah, but that's life, though, isn't it? Anymore.
But I'm saying, there's fans around. Last year there was nobody there, and you're probably still whining about stuff. Quit whining about it.
I kind of feel like that's kind of where.
If I played professional golf, those people would be freaked out because I'm like, you're gonna die over there if you're gonna stand 200 yards to the right over there.
The best. So we're playing 18. We're playing with my uncle. My uncle's a little bit older, and his golf swing's probably not there as much. And 18's a lot for him. The best part is Tom, or one of the guys that we're golfing with, would stand in front of my uncle when he was taking a shot because he knew he was not going to hit it straight. So he never felt scared to stand right in front of the shot.
That's a bold choice.
Yeah. I don't think he ever really took a shot, but he would always give my uncle a hard time. And at the country club, you get a
Miss Hansley gets text fees going up every time you do that. Just so you know.
You get a caddy, and I've never had a caddy before, and I wasn't a big fan because I suck at golf. And I don't need a guy telling me I suck.
Hey, you really suck at this game.
Yeah. But it was the best is because he's a young guy trying to make a little extra cash with some tips. I appreciate the hustle. So he's working my uncle.
How much do you tip a caddy?
We didn't tip because at the country, what's nice about country clubs is everything is on because you pay fees. you front money and then you pay fees. So when you go there, you never exchange cash. It's a part of your fees.
But you still got to tip the guy, though, right?
Yeah, but you tip him on the. I think
you tip him on the scorecard.
Yeah.
So how much did you tip him?
Peter didn't tip him. Somebody else did it for him.
What did you?
I tried to give him.
Did you ask what the rate is for it? I was curious.
I don't know. We were talking. Me and Mr. were like, how do we tip this guy? Like, and then we're trying to give him cash, but then he got his card signed. So it's like you also don't want to embarrass anybody. You want to make anything weird. So you're just sitting back, like I don't know what to do.
Mr. Anderson, would you throw him a couple of Ethereum or something like that?
The best part is one of the guys we golf with. His name is Two Time or is it Two Time? No, it's two. It's I don't know. How do we call it? It was like double fisting Tom or something. Because every time
Tommy 2 times.
Yes, Tommy 2 times. Because every time we'd get a Coors Light, he would double fist.
How do you shoot a golf if you're a golf club?
Because one would be done like that, Pat. Okay. It didn't take a second. The man knows what he likes and gets it done.
He's not sitting there for 15 minutes trying to shotgun the Coors Light.
I like to savor the flavor. The Colorado Kool-Aid tastes so good. I want to savor the flavor.
Everyone's not savoring the flavor. He's like, how many beers can I get done in 18 holes?
You know what? I do like this Blanton's a lot more than the first time I had it. Maybe because it's a lot more watered down. How's that water tasting, Chris?
Water. That's good.
It's high quality H2O right there.
I don't know where I was going with all that. I don't, but that's okay because I wanted to bring it up. I do always shot because I thought Mayweather. So here's the thing I really want to talk about. So.
How I called it being a garbage fight and if you spent $50.
Yes, I immediately. Everybody complained on Sunday night. I was going home from Lawrence on Sunday night, and all the articles were about how the app sucked, and you could it would just drop whenever it did. The other thing is how garbage that fight was, and I was like, Pat was right on it. He's like, why would you pay $50?
I would have felt cheated probably if I had streamed it from somewhere illegally.
Yeah.
It still felt cheated probably.
But it was a garbage fight. You got to give it to Jake Paul for lasting 8 rounds. But
it's Logan Paul.
Well, Logan Paul, sorry. Logan Paul for lasting 8 rounds. But how do you feel? Did you watch?
It was nice to Floyd Mayweather hold him up for a couple times there.
What did you think of that? Do you think that was actual him holding it up?
I didn't see any of this. I refused to go look at it. I read articles about how people were not happy with the fight and the app or the streaming service or whatever they were using, but I didn't go look.
Was that Showtime?
I think so, but people were watching online. They were watching online or they were watching.
And the feed kept breaking up.
Yeah, the feed kept breaking up.
Well, it had a crap on your card, so you didn't even get good fights there. And then you have an exhibition where there's no winners, no losers.
Yeah, I literally.
And you got Mayweather who's just he knows how to box, so he's not gonna get caught.
He got caught a couple times though. Not the one they show the one clip where he actually got caught and he got caught to the side of the temple. That could have put him out.
Yeah,
could have definitely put him out.
Could have out, but maybe also he could have taken out Paul probably anytime he wanted to. That after the third round when Paul was gassed.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
That was the thing I heard.
I mean, he could have picked a shot and just gone after him, but he dragged it on.
Which I don't get. I don't know why he let it go on as long as he did, unless he has. It's a part of his sponsors.
Maybe he picked the over on the bet.
You could have definitely.
He picked the distance finish.
Is there anything to
you can bet on yourself?
Anything to him holding him up because of sponsor his sponsors go up if he
sure. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, something like that.
It wouldn't shock me
because it looked like he held him.
It didn't look like he went for the kill when he could have gone for the kill.
Yeah,
the few clips I saw, he tagged him a few times, and he kind of backed off a little bit. He could have finished him probably.
Does this ruin his legacy?
No,
not at all.
I think these stupid fights are just. I think they ruined boxing.
Did you guys see the Aaron Carter Lamar Odom?
No, I heard Odom knocked him out though.
It was bad.
I think this ruins boxing. I don't think it ruins Mayweather being a great boxer because he won 50 fights.
So wait, Lamar Odom
boxed Aaron Carter today or yesterday,
and he knocked him out the second round.
Yeah, and it was bad because Aaron Carter literally. If you watch
they're just throwing boxing cards together. I say we do an S&P boxing card where we get
S&P Saturday Night Pregame, baby.
Peter versus Joe Keneally.
Peter versus Pat Lynch.
The pregame. No. We could pregame.
I'm going dick punch on it because that's all I can reach probably.
Well, that's what Aaron Carter had an issue with. He had to punch up so high to get to Lamar Odom.
All right, you and Sexy Pepsi.
I'll take my chances on that one.
I don't know.
I feel like I've got much better coordination than Pepsi.
But no, so you watch that fight, and it's garbage fight. Not that it was not going to be a garbage fight, but you just feel bad for Aaron Carter because it's almost like UFC 1 where you just have the most oddity Like it's carnival.
I mean, that's the problem with these. Like, I mean, I get they're making. I mean, more power to the guys making money. Good.
Yes,
for them.
absolutely.
And anybody who's dumb to buy the fight, that's
$30.
On
That fight was
that's
$30.
on you. I wouldn't pay. You could have paid me $30.
No, that's garbage. I remember we paid like fucking
Yes.
$30 for the
Yes.
Bobby Lashley Bob Sapp fight.
Yeah.
It was like $10 the week before.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't. You know, if people are gonna watch it, they're gonna do these kind of stupid things, and it's ruining real boxing because like I couldn't name you very many boxers like the Alvarez guy. The Triple G, Tyson Fury, Wilder, Joshua. From that, couldn't name any boxers for you. Couldn't name a single one.
No, not at all. And I
could probably name you like levels of UFC fighters I wanted to.
Somebody's got to knock these guys out though, because you got to end it. Like you gotta.
Well, the Paul one hasn't. That Paul hasn't fought as much. The other Paul keeps fighting guys. He keeps fighting UFC guys, which it's a different sport. I mean, it's going to be a different sport, different striking. But I mean. He's got a Fury, not Fury, but Tyson Woodley has a chance to
Tyron.
Tyson. Okay, Tyron Woodley. Thank you, Chris. I think he's a striker at least in the UFC, so he's got a chance. I mean, he's also 40. He's lost 3 of his last 4 fights, but you know.
Yeah, but is he been knocked out, or is it more just?
No, he's lost. He got knocked the fuck out his last fight.
Yeah,
by who?
I don't know, that one guy.
Candelario?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He looked good.
He looked good, and then he didn't look good when he got dropped.
Here's the
So, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, the Pauls are big guys.
Good for them, too.
They're not like me out there fighting. Like, they're big guys.
You got to give that to Mayweather, too, where he did hold on. I mean, he was down like, what, 40 pounds? Yeah.
Jesus. I think Paul couldn't weigh more than 190, so he's like 189.5 in the weigh-in. And Mayweather's 155, so...
Jeez, that's insane.
It's a big weight advantage, and height and reach. I think the reach wasn't too different, actually. Weirdly enough, I don't know.
Idea.
I think it was only like 3 or 4 inches, which is for considering height difference.
Yeah,
not
that's
that
huge.
crazy
Yeah,
difference.
huge. Because then that was the issue with Odom Carter. Odom just jabbed the dude to the face, and you could just tell Carter.
It's kind of amazing that Lamar Odom, who almost died from a drug overdose, is boxing.
Yes. That's a hell of a story. I don't know if you ever heard that, but
yeah.
Woo! Boy wanted to go out.
He was down at the Bunny Ranch.
The Bunny Ranch.
Boy wanted if he was going out.
You guys ever seen the Bunny Ranch thing where that guy?
Oh, yeah.
That guy he won a.
He won election. Dennis Hoffman.
Yeah, he won election office after he died.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What did they ever do with that? I wonder.
I think the Republicans were allowed to appoint somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the people get to choose at that point, which is interesting. But
jeez,
it's a crazy story.
But yeah. Another,
you put that fireball on ice. I can get you a little Pepsi.
No. I mean, I was seeing if the boys are gonna.
He's thinking about,
is this a team effort or not?
No, this is not a team effort.
Pat, you didn't even shotgun. You need one. You didn't even shotgun a 24-ouncer, baby. So yes. On the pregame, we like to give a lock of the week of the century.
This is red hot.
We got a UFC fight tonight. What are you guys thinking? I know.
Give me Izzy all day.
Who was he? No, but he lost his last one, right?
He lost the big guy. The guy that.
That wasn't his division.
Yeah, he went up and weight.
He went up and didn't bulk up, and he just got manhandled.
Oh, this would be fun if I would have known. We go to our spot and watch Joe.
You get a fight with a fight.
You get a fight with a fight. Wow, what is that?
Portland Garage.
Portland Garage. But Chris, can you look it up? Who else we got on that fight card?
You got Adonis versus
right?
Vittoria. Figueiredo. I almost want to say Figueroa or something versus Moreno. Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz.
Ooh, Nate Diaz tonight, huh?
Yeah, he was supposed to be on the.
On the last card, I think.
He was supposed to be on the May 15th card.
And what happened?
He got hurt.
Cold or something. He
pulled
had like a month or something like that. I don't know what he got.
And then Damian Maia versus some guy named Muhammad, and Craig versus Hill. No. Hill is 8-0. Craig is 14-4-1.
Be the 8-0 guy.
This is where we need Joe to come in with a lock of the week of the century.
Leon Edwards is the favorite over Nate Diaz. Maya's a small underdog against Muhammad. The 8-0 guy is a favorite over Craig. The Figueiredo guy versus Moreno is just a small favorite. He's the flyweight champion.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. And he's there.
I think it's a rematch of their fight, no? Is that right?
I think you're right. And then Adonis is a decent size favorite. Like Leon Edwards is a huge favorite.
The problem with
Diaz,
Adesanya is that this guy, I think they fought before and Adesanya won, but this guy is a...
Well, this guy was claiming that he beat him.
He's a grappler. I think he's a grappler, I believe. This is completely an S&P fact.
Give him to him, baby.
I believe I read earlier in the week that he's a grappler, and that now that with the Blachowicz fight, he's going to try. It's like the people are saying it's a template how to beat him, but also like these guys are not as big as Blachowicz. I can't pronounce the Polish guy's name.
Yeah, it's okay.
Here, you guys want
the Polish bomber? We'll call him.
You want an interesting fact here?
Give it to me, baby.
Chris McGraw, take old Vinny's non-NFL edition.
Yeah,
fuck yes, I want to hear it.
MMA edition. Israel Adesanya. What do you think is...
Not Israel Adesanya, who played for the Bears. Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, whatever. Adesanya, baby. What do you think his takedown average is?
Wait, what he takes people down?
Yeah.
0.
Pat Lynch is correct.
No.
0.
He doesn't.
So his takedown accuracy is 0. The other guy's takedown average is 2.2 with a 53.66% accuracy.
Yeah, I've never seen him take anybody down, so that's why I said 0.
His takedown average is fuck.
Wow. How is his takedown defense then?
I think
it's decent.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Adesanya is pretty good.
Chris, do you want a fireball for fun?
I got one.
Oh.
All right.
Damn, Matt Riddle's fighting on this fight?
When's Clay Guida fighting again, Chris?
I think he was done after they did that.
He fought recently, something, didn't
he? Did he? I could have sworn like they had him do like one like fight when he got inducted in the Hall of Fame, or his fight versus Diego Sanchez got into the Hall of Fame, because now if you want a real treat of a fight, that fight you guys need to watch.
Do you remember who was it? Oh, Pettis fought Guida.
Yeah.
When they told him like you shouldn't do this, you got a title shot coming up. He's like, no, that's fine.
I'm the champ.
And then he lost to him.
Yeah.
Wow. No,
well, I think Jim Miller also did that. Jim Miller had
Jim Miller used to do it a lot.
Yeah, he had a title fight lined up, and he was like on like an 8-fight win streak, and they were gonna give him a title shot, and the guy was like couldn't fight. He's like, no, I'll take a fight. He's like, you want to fight Clay Guida? If you got a title shot and your champion ain't ready, do not take a shot against Clay Guida.
Don't take a shot against anybody. That's just stupid. I mean, that's just stupid.
No. Well, but you also, you know what, you want to... Ring rust is a real thing.
That was like Holly Holm who beat Rousey and then like didn't wait for the rematch and went right to Misha Tate and lost.
No, it's true.
Cost himself mucho dinero.
He last fought... Yeah, you're right. He actually did fight. He fought last on February 6, 2021 on the Overeem Volkov fight card on UFC Fight Night and won.
I think I watched that fight. That's what I remember. I think I remember him like, oh, yeah, Clay Guida? Yeah, it is.
He should have no decision or what was it? Split or drawed with Diego Sanchez in that fight. That fight was nuts.
Yeah, no, that was such a good fight.
It was by far one of the
But that's why that poor Sanchez he's just his man.
Well, he finally
his brain is done.
Well, he finally made the right decision. Got rid of that freaking guy that was kicking him in the head while he was upside down.
In just a second.
Is this a shot amount? It seems like a lot for a shot amount, because this is more than I poured with the Blanton.
Yeah, I want to get you guys on a thought here.
Big fucking shot.
I listen to a lot now. I used to listen to sports radio all the time.
There's an info at fireballwhiskey.com email address.
There you go. I used to listen to sports radio all the time out of college, and then I broke off and I went back to podcast, and now I'm kind of coming back to sports radio, and I love it. And one of the big topics randomly was they talked about how
Justin Field got a standing ovation at Wrigley Field yesterday.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
You know what? Mike Caddy asked me about him, and I mark it now. Mark it as June 12th, 2021. People are going to, this time next year, or after the draft, when we have a top 5 pick, we're going to be so angry that we traded for Justin Fields.
Well, tell me, if he can play, there won't be. It depends if he can play or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope the guy's good. I mean, otherwise our franchise is fucked for another 5 years.
Yes, it is. Oh God. No. So they were talking about how the NBA ratings were up significantly for these playoff run right now. And personally, I haven't been watching a lot of it. I love the NBA.
I haven't watched a single game.
I haven't watched a lot either.
I watched like bits of. Before I go to bed, I'll turn on and see what the score is.
Single game. In any time.
So that what the debate came up was, these guys, the callers in wanted to talk about how baseball is coming back, and the NBA is slacking because of the dream. Like every team's a dream team. Like you can't do it without.
I only watch baseball when the Cubs are good. I'll be honest. Like if it's like a Cardinals Padres game on a Wednesday night, ain't no chance in hell I'm watching that. I barely watch the Cubs games on TV.
You know what?
The other thing, wait, let me throw this in there too. Is did you know Theo Epstein's working with the MLB
to make the game work? Yeah, make the game work.
And one thing is, did you guys hear about the? I think it's like Stickum, or I forget what they call it. It's like monkey grip or something.
Spider tar, spider grip or something.
The spin rates are out of control.
Yeah, and so people it's like there's so much stuff in sports this week. It was kind of crazy. But what do you guys think of the baseball coming up and the NBA coming down, or is it kind of like we're kind of a little bit in the moment now that you can go to the baseball game?
I don't think baseball's coming up at all. I think baseball is what it always is.
Yeah.
I think the NBA, yes. I think it's people are I've been ranting for like 2 years about how I hate these super teams.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of NBA basketball. If I had a choice, I'd rather watch like top 5, top 10 teams play each other in college rather than the NBA. Like the top teams in the NBA play each other. Because literally, like half the time, it seems like one team's getting blown out.
Yeah, it's just not entertaining basketball.
No, it is not. Like,
and it's and then nobody plays defense. Like at least when you watch like Jordan's team, like those teams like all play defense. Every one of them played defense.
Well, yeah,
and it was close games all the time. Like now, like you said, it's just blowouts.
Or you watch a team for like a half play defense, and then all of a sudden they get down like the other team goes on a 10-0 run, and then defense goes out the window for the rest of the game.
I've been casually watching the things. The only team I would like to see, I like to see Chris Paul win a championship. I think I like to see Chris Paul win a championship. I like to see the Phoenix Suns win just for Chris Paul to get a championship. But other than that, like I don't really give a shit.
Chris's NBA team's out.
My NBA team is one team.
Colorado
Avalanche. The Avalanche got you fucking bastards. Brandon Saad was playing really well for the Avalanche in the playoffs, and they got knocked out by Vegas the other night.
So then your two teams from the NBA and the NHL are out, huh?
No, I picked the Mavericks to make the finals. Okay. I picked Brooklyn to win it.
Who did I pick? Brooklyn and who?
Did you guys? I mean, the Brooklyn scores to the Bucks is outrageous. Like, did
you finally see that when the Bucks play actual fucking defense that the Nets are like they can actually?
Yeah, but if they had Harden, this would mean like it'd be 3-0 right now.
Yeah,
Harden
you're right. I forgot that Harden was out that game.
Or Harden has a hamstring. It would be over. It would be. It's insane. Brooklyn's not going to lose. Like unless Harden doesn't come back, they're not going to lose. It's almost impossible.
Very true.
I still like to see the Phoenix Suns win the championship.
I like.
How about did you see the video of Kevin Durant's security guard coming on the court and shoving a Milwaukee Bucks player?
No, I did not see that.
Yes.
I saw them get into
I saw Durant yelling at some guy on the Bucks.
Yeah. No, and then like if you watch like the guy who comes on the court, they say is a security guy. No, it's literally Kevin Durant's security guard shoving him out of the way.
How did
Durant out of the way or the
the Milwaukee player out of the way,
which is ridiculous. Like that should not.
And then like two guys in blue shirts who I think are security people for the Bucks shoved him and like, what are you doing?
Yeah, interesting. Just to go back a little bit, I think I like that they're trying to fix them. Like they got to do something where it's not either. There's two options right now in baseball for when you're batting now. Pretty much, it's either strikeout or strikeout, walk, or home run.
Yes, they need to fix that.
That you can't there's no action. When we were in Seattle, there was literally no base runners. It was a home run.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a great article on ESPN this week about the lost art of base running.
Yeah.
And like they were talking about how people they talk about how people are just fucking garbage. Like literally one of the examples was like I think it was the Seattle Mariners. It may have been the Mariners or the Rangers where they were in spring training. Granted, it was spring training, but like the team was up really big. And he's like, "Hey, man, we're up big. If he hits a ball to the shortstop or second baseman or in the infield, it's a ground out. Don't go hard to the bag. Don't go in hard. Just peel off to right." Well, this guy, like the guy hits the ball, and the guy somebody misplays the ball, and instead of actually running to the bag, he just took his coach's advice. He's like, "Fuck it, it's a ground ball," and just peeled off to right. And the manager comes to get him back to dugout. He's yelling at the player. He's talking to the first base coach. Like, the fuck was that? He's like, I have no idea what the hell that guy was doing. like you tell them one thing, like, hey, if it's a ground ball here, don't go hard, just peel off into the outfield. But it's like, pay attention, and like, so like they're like talking about like the lost art of like base running.
It's funny the Cubs have one of the best base runners.
That's what they said. Like the best base runner in baseball right now is Chris Bryant.
Yeah, he is by far and away the best.
I don't.
Not only one of the best players, but he's by far one of the best base runners in baseball.
How are you? You just got to go to Scott Boras and say, "What do you want?" and sign it. Like I don't know how.
Scott Boras is Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
No. Have you ever heard about Scott Boras? Scott Boras is literally the guy that like
gives you a binder.
He puts a binder together to show you why you're worth $350 million. Yeah. He literally puts it together like, this is why you need to sign him for 10 years. This is why he's worth $350 million.
There's a reason that the clients are like, you're going to go to Scott Boras because he shows you the money, baby.
No, yeah, absolutely.
If I was a player, I'd be like, yes.
Give me that money, baby.
I will. Yes, Scott Boras.
I mean, I feel for the Cubs. They thought that this team was going to. I think they thought the division was going to be better, and this team was going to suck.
I mean, I think the division is as bad as I thought it was going to be. I don't think they thought that bullpen.
I don't think
that bullpen of hodgepodge dudes.
That team should be like the pitching should be worse for them, but I don't think the division is as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah, the Brewers
are in a spot where they can't trade anybody. They can't.
Their bullpen is significantly better than I thought.
Lights out. Like you go and look at that.
I feel like I'm watching Major League. We're like, who are these fucking guys?
It's like literally.
It's like Craig Kimbrell and 7 guys I've never heard of.
It's literally 2012, and me and Pat are looking in the bull. Like when the Cubs had the bullpen on the side of left field, and we're like number 65 is like, Pat, who in the fuck
Chris, when they got numbers over 40, you know they're not good. They're not good.
Right, you got freaking Rod Beck Jr. fucking
hit him with a little shot ski.
He's got like a 2 fucking ERA.
Yeah, right.
God bless America.
Got a little Pepsi in it, yeah.
You don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
Woo! Let's go.
Oh, fuck hell.
That pregame is on fire tonight, boys.
No pun intended with the fireball.
Nice. That was rough.
That was nice.
Was that more fun or less fun than the 24-ounce Coors Light shotgun, Chris?
I'd rather have the Coors Light again.
All right, and the beer of choice for tonight is a beautiful saison.
Saison.
Made by Illuminate.
Oh, the Cubs are up 2-1 right now.
Hey.
Hot damn.
Off the phone, son. We got
I'm trying to give you some updates. Nobody cares about your stupid beer.
The Illuminate.
When they listen to this on Monday, they're going to wonder if the Cubs were winning on Saturday, right?
I'm bringing back the cutoff rule. If you guys cut somebody off, we're going into the swear jar.
Is it cut off anybody or just you?
Everybody cutting me off.
All right, so
I was giving a scoring update.
We're going to try it again.
No, we're not.
We're going to try it again.
No,
we're trying.
I'm just going to keep cutting you off just because I can.
Illuminati Brew Works, the Orange Sunshine. It's a beautiful saison.
It's illuminated.
Probably.
Real wordsmiths in this bitch. Real wordsmiths.
Illuminati Peter's like talking about conspiracies. We're bringing back other podcasts
It's me all down and shit.
The podcast is off the rails, all right? I try to bring something in here. Try to make it.
This is what happens when you start the podcast with a 24-ounce shotgun.
Yes, that's true. It's probably not the best option. It is a saison with a little lemon and orange zest.
It says the dry, crisp finish and delicate citrus notes will ensure to keep the orange sunshine closer in those long summer days, melting away under a hot Chicago sun.
Oh, I like that.
Which makes appropriate since it's like 90 fucking degrees out again.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Chris, you had a story from your run this morning I think we wanted to hear about.
So it was after our run.
Much hotter than I thought it'd be.
So it was after our run. Me and Pepsi got in the house. Oh, yeah. We had a few glasses of water because it was hot as balls when we ran. So we're walking.
It was me. I was miserable this morning.
We were walking down to Dunkin' Donuts to get the family coffee.
The one over on Austin and Edison?
No, the one on...
right by your house.
Yeah, right by our house. There's no way we're walking down that way. So I'm walking there. And me and Pepsi are talking. Pepsi's like, we get around the corner. We're literally right by the Dunkin' Donuts. Pepsi looks at me and he's like, man, Chris, your beard is really red. And I'm like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, it's really red. You got like all this red color in it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You potato fucking Irish fuck. You're a goddamn Irish.
One thing, for the record, Chris McGraw has a very full and luscious beard for those listening at home.
Okay.
But fucking I'm looking at Pepsi, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem here?
I got stuck with that
part. This story could not happen in the first 15 minutes.
No, that's why I told you couldn't have. I'm looking at him, I'm like, what the fuck?
This would be if you cursed.
Have you looked at your Amish beard?
Oh yeah.
It's all red. He's like, no, they tell me it's light brown. I'm like, who the fuck is telling you it's light brown? You colorblind bitch.
He looks like a tomato.
This is why you can't have Chris do it.
He looks like me after I'm in the sun.
That's why I can never do the opening.
You know what kills me is the so I try not to have a beard, but I usually let it grow for a week or two.
Yeah, you and Pepsi have the like reddish really in it.
I don't think mine's
yours is not as red. But
I have the white streaks.
I have blonde in mine.
White streaks. I look so old when I have a beard because I'm a Santa Claus.
You look more like someone that hit you with a cum shot in your right.
So Pepsi's like, you got a little red there. I'm like, it's my beard.
You don't have red at all.
I have like there's certain like
there's some gray there, a little gray.
A little bit, yeah.
There's a little bit of red change, but like Pepsi, I'm like Pepsi. My beard is brown, dark brown. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, it's white. I'm like, no. I got that just for men. Touch of gray to make myself look a little more sophisticated.
Yeah, looking good.
Distinguished, exactly.
Boys.
Why did you say red, though?
That was a great story, Chris. I'm glad we brought that one up.
I thought there was a reason. I thought maybe you were like bleeding.
Yeah.
No. Like there's if you look at like a couple hairs on my face, like there's like just a
Pepsi is the definition of the Kyle Orton neck beard for sure. Like he is like the definition of like it doesn't grow anywhere above the chin line, goes everywhere below the chin line.
I'm just not a fan of facial hair at all, really. I actually had a mustache today. I was thinking about rocking it, but
good old Dick Broom.
Good old Dick Broom. I messed that up. I apologize. Thank you for correcting me. You guys want to hear some fun, good news? Like
you just saved a bunch of money on your car insurance by switching to Geico.
15 minutes or less.
Who did they just have? I love those commercials because they have the most random freaking people. They're like the one gymnast who did like that.
Sprinkles.
Yeah,
Sprinkles was good. My favorite's the and I know Pat Lynch doesn't like it, but like. I get it on my Pandora all the time. This is iced tea and Stone Cold. Oh. And this is a cold call.
Oh, it's so stupid.
It's
like, well, we're using ice cold water. Who are we going to use? It's fine. Iced tea, yes. Ice Cube, no, hey, we can't afford him. Stone Cold Steve Austin, yes, a good option. Yes, let's get those two guys together. Have nothing in common, and let's get them together for this story.
That's the best. It's the best one that comes up right now.
I kind of love. So I mean, the world's kind of crazy. Where I mean, honestly. Chicago just opened up completely. We're fully open. It's awesome.
COVID is done with.
But I mean, last weekend,
allegedly.
Last weekend we went out. We had a beautiful time. We grilled with our buddy. He's super nice. He's got a beautiful apartment. Everybody's having a great time. We go out in downtown Chicago, and it was like the tension in the air was there. People are crazy right now. There's fights happening wherever
there were
you go.
19 people shot in Austin earlier this morning.
Yes. Oh god. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It was
I think it was.
And they don't have the shooter. They don't have him. They don't know
19
who it was.
people.
He was shooting random. No,
that could be the wrong number. That could be wrong.
I think it's 13. But
holy shit!
Listen, nobody even knows this because you're not seeing this because it happens all the time.
Well, I just ignore the fucking news nowadays because it's so disappointing.
I think it's 13.
I thought it was double digits for sure.
In an entertainment district, which is
everybody else was.
Yeah, including
I woke up to that.
Injured in a single mass shooting in the Chatham neighborhood.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Fucking Lord.
I don't want to bring it down. I want to bring us up with it.
There's a mass shooting in fucking Texas, 1400 downtown Austin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking.
I don't think they had the shooter either.
Really?
That's what I said. Austin.
They have two suspects. They have one of two suspects now.
Austin?
No, I thought in my head when you said Austin, I thought the Austin neighborhood.
Oh, you're good. You're good. But I want to bring us some fun, like articles, like bring stuff up. I don't want it to be sad. Like we've done too much sad stuff.
Where Elon Musk is fucking us with the cryptocurrency market.
Yeah. And
it's a whole other podcast. That's Patreon. That's a Patreon one.
But so one thing. This is like how sometimes humanity is super awesome. There's a young kid who there's a neighborhood dog and that he gets to play with. And
is it someone own this dog or is it like a
No, I'm sorry. So somebody owns the dog. Okay. It's like and they're in like
Is this in Chicago?
No, this is I don't remember what state it is, but it's not in Chicago.
Good story.
Yeah, listen, I don't have the.
Let the fucking guy get his bit out, goddammit!
Pat Lynch, you are something special.
People want details, but people want the details.
Then Google the motherfucker.
Wait until he finishes the story, then you ask the question.
You should have to take another shot for how many times you've cut me off.
No, because then he'll just cut everybody off.
Yeah. So this young boy, really likes hanging out with this kid. Hanging out with the dog, and he found out that the dog has some type of health issue, and the owners can't afford to get. I think it was like $700, and unfortunately, the owners couldn't afford to get the dog, get that dog fixed.
Yeah, get the procedure.
And the kid loves this dog.
Probably costs more to put the dog down, right? Isn't putting the dog down expensive?
I don't think so.
But you also can let it live its full life, like its natural life, and then whatever happens, happens. But so the kid did not want to lose his buddy, so he gets his Pokemon cards and puts a sign up and sells his Pokemon cards. Wow. Nothing crazy, nothing that was good. Kid? I think it was 10 years old.
Are Pokemon cards still a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you understand? Logan Paul walked out with a $100,000 Pokemon card on his chest.
Who was paying $100,000 for Pokemon?
Did you just? There's what is it?
These are good questions, Pat.
But there's what is it? McDonald's a couple of months ago. If you look up Matt Stoney, he did the Happy Meal thing. They were giving out Pokemon cards. Matt Stoney's a competitive eater. I'm sorry.
Which brings me up. We're gonna have.
Am I just not included to anything in the world these days?
You're old and weird. You're old and weird and love to cut people off. Can I finish the story? So he goes out and he sets up a little stand and he sells his Pokemon cards. And people, the neighborhood heard of this. And they started a GoFundMe for this dog. They've got $15,000. The dog's going to be just fine, and the rest of the money is going to go for this kid's education.
Wow,
that's what I'm talking about. America could do some good things.
Is he? How old is this kid?
The feel-good moment of the week.
Yeah,
presented by Peter.
Thank you. I want everybody to have a little bit. We need some more positivity. I don't know. I'm watching in Miami. These two dudes duke it out over nothing.
You're watching fucking Sons of Sam and being like, I want to fucking murder.
Yeah, this is terrible. Yeah. We need to have some more positivity.
In your stupid narration, that's not actually you.
No, but that's fucking nuts. Wow, that kid.
You know what though? And that honestly got me.
I thought you were gonna say they got enough money, and then they bought his Pokemon cards back. And I'm like, fuck yeah, the kid got his Pokemon cards back.
Oh, he's got $15,000.
So he's got $50,000 isn't much to cover for education, but fuck yeah,
it's something.
Is it bad that took away from that thing that someone buys Pokemon cards for these amount of money?
He was selling the cards at 20.
You don't know if he got the $700. But
also, I'm sure people were just being nice.
You got Charizard there?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, dude. If I find this goddamn GoFundMe, I'm making fucking money just because the kid was.
Has he ever given to a GoFundMe?
There's a GoFundMe I helped with a Keith or one of the guys I work for. He is doing a defense fund for a person who's in jail right now, and as a nice thing that he's done so much for me. I contributed to it.
Have you ever done one, Chris?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. I haven't found anything that I don't have anybody who's really done any GoFundMes, but if I heard of something if I heard about this kid, I probably would have at least thrown something there or at least
$5-10 helps. It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
I mean, what I remember we picked up a tax client that had a GoFundMe for their water bottle, and it's and they had different states, or crowdsourcing. Yeah, it's crowdsourcing. It was crowdsourcing, but it was Yoshi or Golchi or something.
Golchi.
And if you had
really nice,
if you gave a certain amount, you would get a water bottle, or you would get something.
I'm not gonna lie. So to bring us back to the beer, I like this a lot.
What do you think? It's a little
hoppier than I thought it'd be. It's
not thought it'd be. It's officially GoFundMe. I donated to one recently. Was one of my coworkers had their apartment burned down.
Oh yes, you told us about this. Yes,
and I gave him $100 for that.
You know what? Lauren had a coworker who was hit. She was riding her bike. She was a huge bike enthusiast, and she got hit in Albany Park. And I donated to that.
I'm a little asshole at the table because I have never donated.
Yeah, Chris, you're a piece of shit.
I always donate to WT or WFMT if you're looking for a good place to put some money.
Or DLMcharity.com.
Or PetersStudentLoans.com.
So Lauren can keep her job and Peter doesn't have to pay for everything.
No, she's fine. Allegedly.
Erroneous.
And so I was on the lakeshore today for a run. Had a beautiful. I'm doing the half marathon, the Vancouver America half marathon, Chris hopefully might be
Is it
doing
an actual marathon or is it like
half?
So
I'm sorry.
But is it
Yes. No.
let me back up.
Yeah.
Is it actually happening
Yes.
or is
Yes,
it you
sir.
doing on your own?
No. I would not do this much running on my own.
Yeah, nobody's doing like that.
Yeah.
Chris, you feeling good about that?
I haven't signed up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Are you feeling good in where you're at running wise to get that?
I'm literally thinking I may have to walk some of this because I literally run maybe like.
And I'm not making fun of you. I'm just asking a question.
I run about
Because God knows I couldn't do it. So I'm just
on Saturdays I run about 5 miles. I could probably get to 6.
And so a marathon, if I'm wrong, is 13. Half marathon is 13.1.
Yes. Right? Yeah. So the best part, the best part is so I run with Lauren. We do a mile together, and then I go off on my own. And so she's like, we do maybe like a mile and like maybe 2 blocks, and she literally goes up. I'm done. And so, but
it's not a pace thing. It's like a you finish thing, right? When you're doing marathons, basically, right?
Well, you can try to.
I mean, you want to like finish. Like,
yeah, my goal for
like you would be like you want to finish.
Yes, I would want to finish where I'm not like because they block
off. We don't cart you across the thing.
No, the other thing is like they block off.
Hey, the roads are closed, buddy. Get your ass in gear.
Yeah, that's it. Like
get an Uber.
That's like
it's too expensive.
For the Chicago Marathon, like the 6 hours is like literally the minimum, and then they can't guarantee you can run on the street anymore. They're literally closing everything down. Yeah.
So we're running on Lakeshore today, and I'm maybe I'm on like 6 miles, and I am dying. It's so hot. I can't it's just miserable.
I was probably laying on the floor by that point.
Yeah. It was like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
it was miserable.
Yeah,
it was miserable. So I get back to where me and Lauren meet up, so then I can walk to my car, and she's not there, and I'm like, because she's always waiting for me. She's not there. So then I text her, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Not there. Nothing back. And I'm like, oh shit. I've watched way too many Datelines. She did. She's gone. Somebody got her.
She gone girl Peter's ass. She gone girl's ass.
I'm waiting there. It's like I'm like.
Last one, sorry. This is not good. This is not good.
5 minutes. 5 minutes and no text message back. I'm like, fuck. What do I do? Do I call her?
Do I run away to get the GPS somewhere else?
Just, I'm literally going through the steps in my head. Like, okay, I gotta make sure this doesn't look like it's me.
I am here. What's your name? John Smith? Yes, you know me. Peter McGraw. Right here at 8:52 a.m. Right here.
And then I call her. No pickup. I'm like, I'm going to jail forever.
Trying to go to the police now. To lay it out where I was at all week.
I go to Mexico. Do I can get some money. We can go to Mexico. Do I go now? What do I do?
It wasn't me.
And then as I'm making my plans for Mexico, she showed up. And I was like, oh, thank God.
That you were dead and I was going to get
Where was she?
No, she had taken the long way. She walked a lot.
And her phone has died. You know, it happens.
She walked a lot today. Yeah, she did not like the mile and a half.
Katrina has this. Katrina, I don't know if Katrina's ever answered. I've been Katrina like 9 years. I don't know if she's ever answered a phone call of mine on the first ever answered a phone call.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is love.
Wow. Like she is notorious for not answering a phone call.
She sees Palage. Fuck that.
Probably it's like, I'm good.
He'll call me.
Text message is fine. Just respond right away. Phone call, no chance.
You know what? I always think about when people are like when we're walking out of Binny's today. Binny's. If it's not at Binny's, it's not worth drinking. But
sponsor us.
Yeah, seriously. Or Coors Light.
Or give us or answer some of the whiskey raffles.
Yeah.
Coors Light.
We were walking out of the Binny's today, and there was a lady in front of us, and she's on the phone. Like she's been on the phone.
Peter fucking waited for her to get.
I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be a gentleman, and this lady's she's on the phone the whole time. I'm like, who are you talking? Who? I couldn't have a conversation with.
You know what's weird? You see people walk around the stores with like the earbuds and everything, and like or the wireless headsets.
Yeah,
and they're talking like, and you look at me like, oh, you're talking to your headphones.
Yeah, but that was even more like when they first started coming out, and you see people talking in a car, and you're like, is this?
I saw a dude with like a Beats headphone on today, like full on, like his ears covered, walking around the store with his Beats headphones on.
That's you see people in driving now doing that kind of like, and I'm like, does your radio not? Do you not have Bluetooth? Like,
Dave does it because I don't think he's old. I think he's not
savvy enough
to actually.
Did we ever tell you how hard it was? So we're in Seattle and we're on the ferry. We're coming back from the ferry, and
vehicle ferry.
Yeah, like the ferry's taking our car to back over. So
the mainland of Washington.
Mainland of Washington.
Back to the mainland.
It was so we're trying to get the Bluetooth on the van to connect to.
You have 4 fucking idiots like just screaming at this thing.
But it was insane. Like you had to talk to the car. Like, it was like, dude, like, what would you like to connect to? And, like, you had to talk to it to get it to, and it was like, holy crap, and this is how it is? Forget it. I'm not even trying to get a Bluetooth here. It was awful.
I have the Ford Stick in my car, and I'll be like, did a call home. Call my parents home. It's like, calling so-and-so. No, I don't want to talk to them. It's like a random person I haven't called in, like, years.
Ex-girlfriend from, like, 4 years ago.
Like,
Patrick,
numbers aren't even on my phone. They're calling. Like, who are you pulling in this directory?
Can I tell you, every time I text,
I can see, like, Pat, like,
and you're in the car, you're driving, like, no, and you're hitting the cancel button like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, Pat's hitting the cancel button, and, like, 45 minutes later, that person calls Pat, and it's like, God damn it.
So whenever I type in pod in my phone for, like, Snapchat or whatever, it goes to Jody. Like, because Jody's last name is, like, pod something. Every single time. And I'm like, no, do not do that. Like, why?
See if she likes it, yeah? This is the episode of Laker. She's
Stop going to that. I just want to go to the Podbean website.
Yes, exactly. All right, boys. We're getting close to time to
Anybody want to talk any last conversations, Chris, you want to bring up?
Yeah, you got anything else on your mind? Any good stuff going on? Like, I want to bring this to be more positive.
I have... no, I do not.
Okay, good, because we didn't want to hear it anyways.
I literally have nothing.
Good story, Chris. Good story.
You're great. He's so into his phone right now. I hope it better be something good.
I'm looking up Ubers for us.
He's Tindering up right now. He's swiping right all day.
Tinder would be good. Pat, you got anything else, bud?
This beer is it's
a great fucking story. Nobody cares.
I don't dislike it, but it's not something I get a lot of. I think I've had one of these. Not many of them.
Yeah, I think I might. If I was the Illuminati, I would.
Or the Illuminated Brewing Company.
I'd bring it back a little bit on the hops. That's just a personal.
I'm excited for the Lake Effect Brewing's going to open up not too far from my house over here.
Will, yeah. That's the other thing. We'll start with this next week. Is Belmont Craig, the Hanson Stadium? The Chicago Fire. No, Chicago Fire is doing something over there. But we'll leave that as a cliffhanger.
Why?
Shh! Don't be rude. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on the pregame. Check us out on the podcast SMP for Instagram and Twitter. You can reach out to us at thepodcastsmp@gmail.com. Thank you. Have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Get out there. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Chicago's wide open. I hope it's start to be open.
Not
for
Chicago.
you.
Maybe Louis, good where you're at too.
Yeah, definitely. But hey, have a great week. Let us know what you think.
Bye.